It's live by Eddie Kane Jr.'s channel.
Let me see. Eddie Kane Jr. Eddie Kane Jr. Eddie Kane Jr. Why that sound familiar? Get over here.
Eddie Kane Jr., I'm letting you know right motherfucking now. Do not record my live and go put it on no YouTube channel. No, I'm not playing.
Get back online. We ain't dealing with somebody that got 1 million or even 500,000.
He has a very important story to tell. And I also know for a fact that he's going to Vlad and that Vlad is paying him.
Hold on.
So if we want to be in that conversation, then we're going to have to. What I'm saying
is, I'm the one exposed the interrogation footage.
Main character syndrome that you're making it all about yourself. Nobody cares about that.
No, hold on. I'm going to tell you what they care about.
Remembers.
Nobody cares.
I'm going to tell you what they care about. If I'm the one that exposed the interrogation footage of him in there saying and doing things he wasn't supposed to do, and then he goes on the Danza Project a week ago, and they ask him about what Wack did, and he has some real strong things to say about Wack. I think the people would love to see Yak Gotti pull up on Wack, the one that exposed him, because y'all not gonna ask the questions. Y'all soft.
No, we are gonna ask the questions.
Y'all ain't gonna. How you
we
gonna
actually are gonna ask him.
You
everything.
don't even know the details to ask him.
You don't know what to ask him. No offense, you're a very good podcaster, but you are a dog shit interviewer.
I'm a what?
You have no idea how to do an interview.
What?
I mean, everybody out there knows it too.
I don't interview like you.
Right, which is to say that when you do interviews, you sit there and talk about yourself the whole time.
No, I don't.
Yes, many such cases. No, I don't. They know. I
don't talk about me.
Yes, you do.
I talk about them. I remember when I brought Zoe Osama, the minute I asked him something about him, you went into some gay shit.
That wasn't an interview. That was just a regular episode, and he was supposed to be the co-host. But you misinformed him, so he thought it was supposed to be an interview, which resulted in a very, very awkward conversation.
So you telling me when Yak Gotti comes here tomorrow, whenever he comes, you don't think he's going to talk about his music or projects he got coming out?
We'll let him talk about that once we get past all the other stuff, yeah.
So, okay, but you're going to let him talk about it, right?
Yeah, of course.
So you and Remo and Yak, that's a safe conversation.
No, we're going to ask him everything. You're going to sit there and talk about banging R&B the whole time.
No, it does. Listen.
So, Yak, I was banging my girl yesterday. Let me tell you, the condom slipped.
See, Adam, you always bring my girl up. The reason why you don't like talking about your girl, because the other dude is banging your girl. Because they all over the internet.
Right. Yeah.
They on yachts. I don't know. I'm starting to get mad. I got a problem with him now.
Okay.
I'm starting to get mad at this dude.
Okay.
This is a fact, bro. It's bothering me. I don't even like the dude no more.
Honestly, hype it up. Get on Instagram, make a whole big thing out of it.
I'm just being real because it's too much going on. It's too much. It's too much. So yeah, okay, cool. But the controversy is Yak Gotti pulls up to the West Coast on Wack 100 after he exposed him. It's only one person did that. There's only one other person. Only one other person did that.
So
that was Snoopy. Snoopy Badass pulled up.
If we were to tell the world, hey, we got a Yak Gotti interview coming up, less than 1% of people are going to be like, ooh, I would love to see Wack and Yak go head to head.
You know what I always hear? And you need to tell these people this. Wack, why these people you expose when they go to No Jumper, you ain't nowhere around? He don't tell me.
True. Because, all right, this is the thing.
You don't tell me. They want to see. Listen, Yak could have sat right here. It would have been a conversation, right? Because at the end of the day, I seen what I seen. The content I got came from Atlanta. It came from his
I understand that you're very wrapped up in your own little social media games, but the thing about me is that I'm running an actual business. Now, let me explain how paying for an interview works. Is that we give them X amount of dollars, we take the interview, we chop it up into parts, and then we release it clip by clip because that's the way that we're going to make the most money off of that content, and then
do that with all the interviews,
and then be able to pay for the amount of money that we gave the person. If we have Yak Gotti on this podcast, which again comes out every Sunday, what's going to happen is that you are going to kind of remove all of the excitement about the other interview that we're going to do. And then we're going to put this one out. It's not going to earn that much. And we're supposed to split the money with you. And I asked you, I'm like, well, do you want to split the fee for Yak and then just give him that money out of this?
Paying these dudes. I think you overpay, especially right now.
Well, it makes sense that you would have that opinion as somebody who has never had to pay anybody for an interview and not me who's actually doing this every single day. It's very interesting that you feel like you have more authority about that subject than me, where this is literally what I do every day.
Adam, I guarantee you,
little boy,
can take that lane of your business and make it make more sense. This is a fact.
Nobody wants to see you do an interview.
Nobody.
No
what?
Nobody.
You paying these dudes to come on a platform that's helping them.
Yes, but in the current interview ecosystem that we exist in, the biggest interviews, especially with people who aren't necessarily pushing something or have a product in hand that they're trying to get out there. Like, for instance, let's say, Gotti, a year down the road, he's got a new mixtape. He really wants to promote the mixtape. People are already sick of hearing him talk about the YSL trial and everything like that. Then that might be a time in which him doing a free interview makes sense. But given that he still has all this mystique around him because he was part of one of the biggest trials in hip hop history, I think it's fair and it makes sense.
When he took it to the box, everybody watched that already. So it really ain't nothing to talk about. What people want to talk about is the bullshit.
We're going to talk about the bullshit and everything that happened during the trial.
So I got to give you what to say. That's what it is. Because I don't think you know.
I don't think we need to know anything from you. But if you want to send over some ideas, sure.
Ain't no secret. It's your dude, Eddie Kane Jr. Like, share, subscribe. If you subscribe to me, leave a comment down the post. I'ma sub back to you. Rit. Now, time out. Hey, my people. Y'all know why we here on Renegades. I thought this was an interesting exchange between Wack 100 and ADAM2, man. And it kind of revealed a lot, man, about Wack. And he might not be getting the paper that he says he's getting, man. But Renegades, first and foremost, man. So they're speaking, they're going back and forth. Wack 100, we can see this already. Wack 100 is an excellent middleman. You know what I'm saying? That's what Wack 100 is good at. He's good at going into a clubhouse, controlling the room, you know what I'm saying? Screaming at everybody, you know what I'm saying? That's him, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes to like being a boss, like having control over logistics and payroll and schedules, that's not Wack. You understand what I'm talking about? Perfect example. Y'all heard he was talking about Zoe Osama when he was on there. Wack told him that he was there for an interview. He was there for a co-hosting gig. You know what I'm saying? So that's just one example of Wack not knowing what he's doing. You understand what I'm talking about? And for my YNs, I'm gonna put it in terms for y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Wack 100 he's an offense. You know what I'm saying? Like, say y'all do a heist, y'all got a whole bunch of ice, y'all got, you know what I'm saying, gold, jewels, y'all pull a lick, and y'all need a fence though. Wack is the fence. He's the one, you know what I'm saying, he don't want to take the risk, you know what I'm saying, he's not trying to be on the job. He's there to just get his cut and move the items, you understand what I'm talking about? So, perfect example of that, when Wack 100, he's hating on Gotti because he's about to get paid. He's got paid by ADAM2 for his interview, you know what I'm saying? Wack's concerned about that, and Wack doesn't even put any money. Now, ADAM2, that was kind of strange. ADAM2 stated that he has asked Wack basically to come in on some old partnership type stuff where you can get some money on the back end, some residual, to pay, you know what I'm saying, to pay the people who are getting interviewed. And you know, with that, you get those views, all that stuff with the views, you get that money, you get that residual money, and you know how it goes. Sometimes things happen out here in the world. There's events around certain interviewees, and this, you know, people start going back and checking out old content or checking out old interviews. You can continue getting money from that. Instead, Wack, He's never tried to do that and try to get in on it and become, you know what I'm saying, a partner on this. He's content with just his middleman flat rate for him just to come on there and just do his wolfing. And the thing is though, did y'all notice the energy shift with Wack, man? He didn't have the same on Pyru, on blood. He didn't have that same energy. Adam looked him in his eyes, man, basically say, Wack, you're a good podcaster. You're a dog shit interviewer. And Wack just sat there, what? He said, you don't know how to interview. Wack, what? Wack energy was different. Now, let's just say that had that been academics. Wack would have went off, man, I'm sick of this, da-da-da-da, on Pyru, on blood. He would did all that. But see, he knows that ADAM2 is paying him. I don't know if Wack has the money he says he has. Who would not want to get involved in a lucrative deal where if you're already involved with No Jumper and you can actually be more involved and have more input, more say-so, and get more of the money? Who wouldn't want to do that? But see, Wack, I don't know. He always talk a good game, but all this middleman stuff, he doesn't really own anything. Everything Wack's talking about, he's a middleman, or he's, you know what I'm saying, he just does something for somebody else, and it's somebody else motion. You understand what I'm talking about? He just jumping on the caboose and latching on. But and that's just how I see it. You understand what I'm talking about? But this right here, this just reveals that Wack, he's a hater, man, and nobody cares. He was talking to Adam about that with the Yak Gotti when he revealed the interrogation videos stating that Yak Gotti said something, might have said something, whatever the case may be. Adam said it perfectly. Nobody cares about that snitching stuff. You understand what I'm talking about? That stuff comes in the news cycle one day and it is gone. Probably a week later, it's gone. Nobody cares. It's not, nobody's standing on that the way they used to, you know what I'm saying? It's just good for a couple videos, few videos, and then it's on to the next thing. And that's how it goes, man, you know what I'm saying? Because at first, look at this, it was Shannon Sharp. He was every day, it was Shannon Sharp. Next thing you know, Diddy trial come up. Now it's the Diddy trial. It's gonna be something else all the time, man. It's gonna be something else come along, especially with that snitching. Cats just don't care, man. But Wack, the way Adam talks to you, man, like you're the help, it's looking like, bro, like he doesn't respect you and that you're gonna be on the way out, brother. You better be looking on the lookout, Wack. You might get backdoored in the No Jumper Rico Part 2, you understand what I'm talking about? And Adam will be giving over all the tapes. Trust and believe. He's gonna give over everything. The outtake stuff that was extra policey, he's gonna give them everything they want when they come for you. But, always a but, Renegades. I don't know if Wack's gonna have to worry about that because I think he's already locked in with Jake's, you understand what I'm talking about? I think dude definitely got the bat line to the commissioner, you understand? He calls Commissioner Gordon, you understand what I'm talking about? Definitely. But Wack, your energy was off and you're the help, you're the middleman, my guy. You're the dude that's at that runs to the car and gets the order for the work, and then you run back to the guy. You run back to the boss, get the work, and then you run back to the car. That's you. You're the runner. You understand what I'm talking about? You're the store runner, Wack. That's just how I see it, man. Should do Eddie Kane Jr. You ain't no renegade. Hit that sub button. You want to join us on the low-key store runner free mission? Hit that join button. Welcome to the Renegades. Man, ain't no secret.
So I feel like it's somebody out here, or maybe it's just a bunch of people out here that need to hear this. And it was like, you thought you was special. You really thought you was special. Who told you was special? You thought you was special.